Today, we are unboxing something massive. For a long period of time, we've seen all sorts of different screens for the Y62 Patrols. We've had the 12-inch, we've had the 13-inch, we've had 14, and we even had 16-inch. But what if I tell you I've got a screen bigger than all these screens? And it's not going to be something crazy massive. It's going to be something that actually makes so much sense. This is the upgrade that your Y62 needs. Now let's unbox this. This is our latest massive 26 inches of screen for the Y62 Patrol. Now, you might be wondering, how the hell is this going to fit in my car? Stay around to find out. Go. "26 inches of screen. We've got the digital dash up here. We've got the massive screen up here. Both of them gonna be fit next to each other. Beautiful, just like the Y63. You wanna see how this one will be installed? We're gonna find that out today with my Y62 Patrol. So this is the first sample we've got. We're gonna be installing this on my Patrol and find out how this screen is gonna turn out after installation. So it's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna walk you through every bits and pieces. Obviously, we've got the air conditioning vents and AC display up here. Our new air vents, AC display down the bottom. We've got that there. I'm gonna place these all down here. What's this? All right, so now we've got our side panels. This is where your push start button gonna be relocated. So we're gonna be changing that trim. I'll show you where all these go in once we get to it. We've got this bottom panel with USB-A, USB-Cs. We've got both available here. Plus, it controls the wireless charger, which is located into this storage box. We've got our new storage box here. Signal lighter port is going to be relocated there. Our wireless charger pad, just like that. Beautiful. That's there. This panel will go underneath here. Looks like that. Next, we've got the side leather trim. So these are going to be replaced as well. And with these leathers, we will have two colors available. We will have them in beige and black. So depending on your vehicle interior trim, you'll be able to choose the trim color that you like for your car. It's nice. Last but not least, we've got all our wiring packs and all the good stuff, AC relocation vents, all that available in this pack here now. So now we're gonna go ahead, try installing it in this car and see how it's gonna turn out. All right, so the final moment is here. We're gonna be fitting that big as a screen into this Y62 Patrol. So And you guys gonna be coming along with me, having a look at how this is gonna turn out, and just look at how giant that is. This is a large 26-inch screen. This is massive. So um, for the past year and a half, we have been working to create this screen. Just a little backstory of this. To create this screen, we had to find the Y62 dashboard, pull it all out, pack it up, and send it to our manufacturers in China so they could investigate in that dashboard and see the potentials of this screen. Because I had this idea in my head, but we needed to bring it to reality. So it happened a lot during the times that I was doing the Y62 digital dash and the head unit. I pulled out the whole lot, I took it all out, and I was like, all the new cars, we see all big screens in them. So how can we have a screen like that in the Y62 Patrol to give a new feeling to the dashboard? And that was a big thing I was thinking about it. And I tried a lot of stuff with 3D printers to see if we can fit such screen in these Patrols. The answer was yes, we can. So then I decided I'm going to find a dashboard for the Y62 Patrol, specifically for the right-hand drive Y62 Patrol, pack it up, send it to our suppliers and manufacturers in China so they could investigate more on it and engineer it to create this beautiful, stunning product. So this is the RAS Pano 62. So basically, we've got this massive 26-inch panoramic display on here. We will be having our digital cluster on this side. We'll be having a massive screen on this side, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. You'll be able to do a lot of cool stuff, which I'm going to show you all in the car. And then you have your AC panel down here, which I've got it somewhere in this packaging. Excuse the mess. I created a mess being so excited to pull this apart. And now I can't even find my AC panel. It's down here. Right, so we've got a big AC panel down here, which is going to go somewhere there just like that. So you can use your imagination to see how this is going to come up. We'll have new air vents, new AC relocation channels, AC panel down here, and then we'll have our newly designed wireless charger compartment down here, which will be going down there. And this is the RAS Pano 62, but then we will be having a new RAS Pano 62 Pro coming in, which that's going to be slightly different to this one. Nothing on the screen side. I don't want to reveal a lot about it now, but it wouldn't be a lot on the screen side. It will be more down here. There will be some exciting items happening down here. Give it a new look, because this is looking like the 2025 Y62 Patrol, this down bottom section here. We are creating a new system to give it a different look. We'll see how that turns out. But so far, we've got the massive display, we've got our AC control, we've got the storage compartment down here. Under the storage compartment, we'll be getting this new panel, which will be firstly controlling our USB-A and USB-C. So we've got a USB-C here, USB-A over there. I'm going to try holding all these with my hands. So you can get the imagination before this goes into the car. So this is going to go there. And obviously we'll have the side leathers going up on the side. Down here we will have another part, which is just under here. So this will be your new push start holder. So this is going to go there somewhere. Obviously now it's not going to sit in flush because it's not in the car, but this is how things are going to turn out. And we can slowly put them all together, but I reckon it will look better once we do it in the car. So let's do it in the car. Now we're going to pull all the stuff out and install this one. Let's go. So this is more of a YouTube series videos. Excuse all the mess in here. It's Friday night. We've been having a busy week. Literally haven't had any time to get that screen fitted. So I had to stay over time and get it fitted tonight. So I'll have to do it. We will do it. Nothing big. Not a big deal. So let me remove a few stuff. I would also need some stuff here. we have even got this written in our book. Filming night, Y62 head unit installation, May the 1st. So I'm not sure when you guys will be seeing this video. We should have actually filmed it ages ago. We had this screen with us for a while, but we've been so busy that we didn't really get a chance to do it. So May the 1st, we're doing the filming. We'll see when we can release the videos and release the product. Alright, I think I've got everything so far. If we need anything else, we'll come back here. So here we are in the Y62. Obviously, a lot of you guys already know how to remove the original system. This is most of you guys will already know, but for those who don't know, this is a 2020 Ti version. So it still has got the factory 360 camera setup in it, which I'm gonna be later upgrading this to the 3D 360 camera as part of the big list which we've created in the first episode of this series. If you haven't watched that, go watch it out. In that video we talk about the stuff that we're going to be doing, and then we've obviously got the second episode which is mostly about the Galaxy roofs and stuff. But yeah, this episode is going to be about the new head unit that we're going to be installing. I'm so used to installing the Raspberry 62 Pro, and to do that we don't really need to remove the center console. Like, I don't usually do it. I'll just lift it up so I can release the side pins for these leathers. But for this one I might need to remove that because that bottom panel is also getting replaced. So I would actually remove that in a moment. That is out of the way now. Next, we want to be removing this whole panel down there, and then this one, and then that one, and then that one, and basically everything here. Everything here is going to be removed now. You can literally hit this in someone's head and they're going to be dead. This is heavy ass. I surely can go faster after removing this out of my car. This is literally half of my car's weight. That's heavy ass, and it doesn't do much. I love my car, but I've got to get rid of this one. We'll put a better one in there. That's going to be better. So this is exactly all the stuff that we need to remove of our Y62 Patrol when it comes to doing this upgrade. So now that we've got everything removed, our Y62 is ready for the Raspberry 62 to be installed. And then now we've got the rest of the items which needs to all be plugged in here. So I've got a full video explaining what each one of these wires are for, but this is a very quick video we're doing, mainly trying to find out more about the Raspberry 62 head unit. But if you purchase the unit of us and you're looking to fit it yourself, we've got a big, long, proper installation video that we'll send you. And using that, we will explain every bits and pieces on how to remove your original unit, how to get the new unit fitted, how to wire things up, what each wire is for, what each plug is for. So we'll run you through all that. And even with that, if you stuck anywhere around the process, we will provide you with 2 phone numbers. One is going to be my mobile number. There's going to be another business number. You'll be able to call us, contact us. We'll do video call with you 7 days a week and almost 24 hours a day. Pretty much anytime you give me a call, I will be able to help you out. Me, my team, we're all available, and we can help you out with the installation. You give us a call. Someone from the team will do a video call with you. They will run you through everything, and they will help you out with your system. All right, so now I tried to tidy up my wiring as best as I could. Basically, there's tons of wires here and so many different plugs on here. So we tried out what we could do. We just taped everything. When I'm gonna put everything back together, I will try a bit more zip tie things and try to make it a bit tidier. There are a few plugs that wouldn't be used in my case because my car is a Ti. I'm not gonna be using this plug, and
this other plug, which are for the seat cooling and seat heatings. So I'm not going to be using them. But if you have a TIL, you will be looking at using those ones as well. This also needs to be plugged there. Plus, I don't have the rear headrest monitors from factory, so I'm not going to plug that either. But I'm going to leave this behind now, so that's not going to be worry now. Now, we get into a stage that we have to cut bits and pieces of the dash. So I know that when it comes to cutting, a lot of you guys will probably freak out and you'll be like, what do you mean? How can you cut the dash? But to make something pretty going on here, we need to sacrifice some stuff. They say, like, if you want to shine bright like the sun, you first need to burn like the sun. So we just need to make these little sides burn. We have to cut 3 sections of the dash. So we've got this section, and this section that we need to do some cuttings on them. Basically, we do have our stickers, our drawing maps that we're gonna stick up there, and that gives us the lane on where we need to cut the stuff. So I'm gonna be following that lane to cut stuff. And we have already done this before on the single dash that we had pulled out of another Y62 for testing and for everything that we did at the start. But this is actually the first time I'm doing this inside a vehicle, and this vehicle is my own vehicle, so it is a bit tricky. So I'm gonna do it first and walk you through how it's gonna be done. So when it comes to you doing it yourself, you can be confident that it's gonna be turning out good. If it wasn't something good and if it wasn't a good result, I wouldn't have been done it on my own car. So firstly, I would need to get rid of this little section here because basically our long screen is going to go right there. So this is blocking the way. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to be getting rid of half of this little thing here as well, and a little bit of this top section. So I think the easiest to start with would be this one. I'm going to go ahead, cut this now. So I'm just going to make a little mark here where I'm going to be cutting. I'll be roughly cutting over here, so halfway. So you firstly need this screw hole, then the second one, and the third one basically on just above this. I'm gonna mark a line up there. That's one. That one is gonna be cut out, and also somewhere around here, just under this one. So basically, this is the area that we're looking to remove. So sort of there, and I'll draw the same sort of line over here. Obviously, if you cut it small, you can always make it bigger. Like you can always cut more. So don't go all the way, cut everything out. You can always start slow, and if it wasn't enough, we can always cut a bit more. So we're just gonna start slow. I mean, this one wouldn't matter at all because it's gonna be all hidden behind the unit. This one and that one. This one is the only one that is outside, and it's not gonna be visible because we will provide you with a new panel that goes on top of this, and it will actually cover the cutting lane. But again, you don't want to cut way too far so it doesn't go under the cover that we supply you. So I'll do it first and I'll show you exactly how this is going to be done. So when it comes to you doing your own, you'll be more confident. So let's try. I'm going to now lower this steering wheel if I can. So that first bit is now out of the way. We've got that removed. I'll let it gonna get rid of all these stuff around it. So that first part wasn't difficult. It was actually pretty easy to remove that. So that's gone out of the way, and that is freeing up all the space for us. So for the new screen to just slide in there. So that is pretty good now. We've got that flush. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna do this one now. This, which is I guess the most tricky one, most scary one. I'm gonna be doing that, and for that I've got my little drawing map that I've got. So basically you can see this curve here, which is same as up here. All right, so now I want to cut this bit here, which is probably the trickiest part and the most scary part that comes to cutting, because these stuff are gonna go behind the head unit at the end of the day. So if you mess them up, you're still not gonna see them. This is the part that is gonna be outside. And you need to make sure that you cut it on the right angle and the right size, because we will supply you with this panel which is kind of like a small storage compartment that will take place up here. So it goes actually in and it sits in there. So it's a little like a pen storage area. And this will cover the cutting area. So this cutting area will go under here. But if you cut it way too far, then obviously you're going to exit this area and you do not want that. And I do not want that either. So when I first did the cut on the dashboard that wasn't fitted into the Y62, it was like all out. We didn't have this paper, so we just started cutting bit by bit, keep trying to find the exact landing. But now we've got obviously this sticker which helps a bit, and it tells us exactly where we need to cut. But again, before doing that, what I would suggest doing and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting a bit, like probably 2 centimeters before this red lane, and then I'm going to be keep trying putting everything together to see how they turn out and if it needs to be cut a bit more. If it doesn't, then obviously I wouldn't cut it more. But if it needs to be cut more, I know that I always can cut more. But if I cut extra, there's no coming back. So we want to be very careful with that, especially just this part. These two really doesn't matter, but this one is the main one. So firstly, you will stick this sticker emblem up on the dash, and you can see you align it with just like top here. So you just align this here, just like that. You align it, put it all around there, and then that gives you the cutting line. And what I'm now going to do, and later we will find out if this was needed or not, but I'm going to be marking just about 2 centimeters away from this, where I'm going to be doing my cut. So even though on our paper it says we need to cut on the red line, we always take the safety and just cut a bit before that. So I'm going to be cutting the black line. Just like that. So I'll be cutting that now, and basically we're going to see how this is going to turn out, because now if I start cutting, this is going to rip the paper. I will just make a little cut with my cutter first. So now this is giving me the exact lane that I need to be cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So we faced a little problem here. This thing here, it's gonna hit this, and it's not allowing me to make the turn to cut this thing here. So I've got my dad here with me now, and I asked him what is your idea? How you reckon that we should be able to cut this part here? Because I know that there are some type of these that they've got a little circle and it goes around like that. It's easier to cut it, but my one doesn't do that. So I asked him how it's done, and he reckon it's simple. Turn this, and he was right. So I'm thinking if we just turn this to a 90-degree angle, because this is adjustable, we should be sweet. We should be able to cut this whole thing with this one tool. So let me try that, put it into action now. So I'll just unscrew this, turn this around. This is now ready. I'm just gonna get rid of all the letters from the previous cut. Yep, that is all ready. That's what I'm saying. Cutting the dashboard outside the car is so different to when it's inside the car, and obviously you've got everything around you. We did cut the dashboard outside, but cutting it outside, you can take your part tool in any angle. You don't have any issues at all. But when it comes into my own car, to make sure that everything can fit now without needing to remove the whole dash there. Now I'm gonna go ahead, continue my cutting with this 90-degree angle. I think my battery just died.
No way. Well, don't put your finger on it.
It's not the battery. I know it's not the battery, it's the switch.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
The switch was faulty just... Okay. Fuck, not now.
Oh, come on, every time.
You've been with me for years.
I can
Please
smell
just
it.
don't die now.
That does not smell.
It's actually so easy to cut it from under. After 5 years of using this multi-purpose tool, it decided to give up on me just right when I needed it the most. I actually used this billion times and it came into my hair billion times, and there is a reason they call this a multi-purpose tool. So I think we actually lost him. It wasn't the battery issue. I've got some battery, but he's not working. Oh, he's got a bit of life to him. He's like, oh my God, I feel bad for him now. I have to open this one up to see what's going on inside, but there might be an issue with the switch. Or maybe with the motor. Do you guys think we can finish this with this tool? Or I need a new one? Well, the bindings is already closed. I wouldn't be able to find a new one. I should see what I've got in the shop, because I need to get this done. Alright, so that was so unexpected. We were not expecting to say goodbye to this multi-purpose tool here in this episode 3 of our YouTube series, because I thought I will be having this all the way till the end of this episode and all the way to the end of this series. We were gonna do body kits together, mate. Just don't give up. Just help me with this one, please. I feel like, okay, let me figure out what I'm gonna do with this. I'll be back. We were not expecting this to happen in this episode. This is something unexpected, but we gotta be doing it. So I'm gonna open this apart now, see what's wrong with it, because it's almost 10:30 and I don't have access to any tool shop. I cannot buy a new one, and I actually love this tool a lot that I'm not gonna give up on it so easy. So I'm gonna open this one up and repair it right now. And since at the start of these episodes and this YouTube series, I mentioned that I'm gonna be taking you guys all the way with me. You're gonna see what looks inside a Ryobi multi-purpose tool. So this is how we look on here. All right, there's the issue. See that? This is it. This was not connected. So that makes so much sense now, because it can be working and not working. And I get why this is. And the reason I said I've seen similar issues in the past is the soldering gets too hot when you use the tool a lot. And they kind of melt sometime, which does happen. So I'll just have to resolder this wire up here, and hopefully we should get our tool back working. I'm glad I didn't throw him out, and I'm glad I put the effort to open him up and fix him. Alright, so we did manage to solder this wire back here now, and let's actually test it. Not recommended to try it at home in this particular way, but oh, look at that, it's working. We're back in the tools, we are back in the road, so we should be able to get back to what we were doing. I'll just have to pour everything together now again. So guys, here's another extra lesson. If you own a Ryobi multi-purpose tool and it's not working, that is probably why it's not working. So you might want to open it up, resolder that wire, and you should be sweet. So we've actually got a back to life multi-purpose tool. Just needed to taken care of. We did that, and it's back to life now. So we can continue with our cutting. That was unexpected. So this is all cut. It's just this edging here. Oh, and just. All right. I've got the big part out of the way now. And if you're wondering what is your dashboard made out of, you obviously have the leather side. You've got this soft stuff in the middle, sponges, and then you've got the hard plastic. So that looks nice. That's out of the way now. You can throw it out. And this is gonna be taking place here. This is looking alright already. I've just got to figure out where my screen sits and all that, but this is basically gonna go there and cover up the cutting area that I've done. Obviously I will clean it up, but this is gonna be covering up where I've just cut it. Now that is out of the way, and I should be able to bring my screen now, do some testing, make sure. I actually think I would need to go a bit further, but we'll try it first before we go a bit further. So let me get this screen in now. Alright. So here is my 26-inch screen. This is gonna go there. Alright. Well, I do have to cut the other side as well, but now this should give me time. This should sit in there, right? And if I put that there, we do need to cut a little more. But before I cut more on here, I need to cut a bit there. So I'll get that part in. And then once I get that part in, then I will be able to judge how much I need to cut more on this side. So let's now go ahead. As I can see, I do need to cut a little bit there, because that thing there is not allowing my screen to completely go in place. So this one here, I'll need to get rid of a bit of that and try everything again. When we are cutting here, we want to be very careful that we don't lean this on this dash here and the movement does not scratch this actual dash, because we don't want to do anything on this side. So I've got that little bit out of the way. Now I'm gonna try this again. So, yep, I do need to get rid of the second one as well. So I do need to get rid of this one as well, but I'm sure that I don't think I need to get rid of that one. So first I'm gonna try with this again. So I've got that out of the way. Trying again. That is already looking insane. Wow. It looks so good. No, you pan a little. Okay, so this thing looks like it's kinda just touching this section a little bit. So just this bit here. Just a little in there, so I will make a little cut there to fit that in. So I'm just gonna cut another 1 centimeter of this one just here, probably to that length.